the trauma that led to this little girl's death it's very disturbing.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. A year later, a Brown County couple has been charged in the death of a 15-month-old girl.
They say the mother could have prevented the death, calling it the worst case of child abuse they've ever seen. 31-year Juan Maravilla is facing charges of first-degree reckless homicide and physical abuse of a child. In May 2017, police say Maravilla and his girlfriend, Sarah Karras, brought a dead child to a Green Bay hospital. The toddler was covered in bruises. Karras was just arrested on Friday, facing charges of child neglect resulting in death and failure to prevent bodily harm to a child.
Aisha Morales spoke to a detective on the case today, and she's live outside the Brown County Courthouse with more on the story. Aisha.
Well, Bill and Cammie, according to state prosecutors in court this afternoon, the autopsy report just recently released show the little girl had blunt force trauma to her head. She had broken bones and cuts. Investigators not only call this case disturbing, they say the death of this little girl was no accident.
What happens in really any death investigation, especially a child death investigation, there becomes a time that the medical examiner's office has to do a thorough autopsy.
Nearly a year later, but police say 30-year-old Sarah Karras could have done something to stop the death of her 15-month-old little girl. The extensive criminal complaint goes back to May of last year when Juan Maravilla and Karras brought the lifeless child to the hospital.
Anytime a child dies, there's definitely some suspiciousness towards it, and it takes that time for the medical examiner's office to get us some of those answers and causes of death, and what a bruise here means versus a bruise on the neck means.
In the complaint, police say the couple often changed their stories, saying the little girl had bruises from falling down the stairs one night. Maravilla, on probation at the time, says he changed his story out of fear, and during interviews with police, Karras told investigators she believed Maravilla had something to do with the death.
This kind of investigation, it really hones in on the importance of a good medical examiner's office, a good pathologist doing the work to kind of get us that, unfortunately, the last moments, what happened before this girl passed away.
Maravilla, according to the complaint, later admits to investigators saying, quote, "I smacked her up because I got mad," then saying, quote, "She's dead. I didn't want that." Police say a cooperating informant, a cellmate, tells investigators Maravilla admitted to kicking the toddler in the head a week before she died, even, quote, laughing or smiling at times.
Now in court today, Karras asked to have contact with her other children who were taken away by Child Protective Services. To that, state prosecutors said that she should be aware those children will be testifying against both her and Maravilla. Live outside the Brown County Courthouse, Aisha Morales, Action 2 News.